the countdown was there. I saw it. It's just software glitches, guys. Like, well, not glitches. It's new
No, we've been sitting
software.
here fighting, so I ain't even gonna lie about that shit. You've been sitting here arguing with me for the last half hour.
Oh my
That's what's
god.
going on. So
Oh
let's
my god.
just go
Again,
there. And so
we argue
whatever.
about stuff like again. There was countdown on the start, and I said
Had nothing to do with it.
that's
It's
exactly
software.
what it
No,
was.
it wasn't.
See,
The
Heidi,
TikTok was on
no,
there and
Heidi,
it's not
the
ready.
countdown
So
to
I had to
start
toggle it
already
off and
started.
hit apply.
Oh
And
my
then
god. See, she's arguing about stuff I have no control over.
you insisted on waiting to a new timer. It only put a new timer part
No,
up there
Heidi,
because of
it
what
was
I did.
already to start. I said you probably should
This is what
have.
I'm dealing with. We sit here and deal
You're dealing
with
with
the
what? Because I
simplest
even
stuff.
said
That's not
I
the
even-
reason. We've started lives before early.
you don't get it.
No,
It
we've
was
started
already
lives
starting.
before. So
Right. If you have just left it alone, it would have started. I even said that before this live turned on. I said you probably should not have turned it off. I said it nicely too, like exactly that tone.
okay, so beings you seen the live was starting, and beings you insist on having your last word repeat. Would you
I
like to
saw
tell
it
them
the
everything?
last second.
Because really, I'm
Heidi,
this fucking
stop.
close to
I
putting
even
everything
said
up. So
it's-
forget
it
the
had
guest
3
coming
seconds left.
That had nothing to do with it. You're not listening at all. You're not even the one that does most of this stuff.
Oh, I'm not listening.
We've
Again,
started lives
I'm the
early
one
before.
who's
So what's the
actually-
point?
Who's correct in this instance? Actually, George is, because I actually said
No, George thinks
There-
he's right.
no.
And then
it's-
you pawn it
Heidi,
on me to be the
now,
wrong.
Now I know I was right in this instance.
Okay. So
Keyword in this instance. I said they had a countdown of 3 seconds left. You probably should not. You probably should have left it alone.
But did you see what I did before? Yes,
Yes,
the
it's the
one with the red
same-
arrow on it,
Heidi,
which is
Heidi,
indicating
stop.
that it's not
Stop,
working,
stop,
was
stop.
removed.
Again.
That's why the live
Okay,
started.
okay. I'm sorry. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. The countdown was nonsense. I'm wrong. Oh my god. You did exactly the same things before this turned on, and somehow I'm wrong.
Because it wasn't turned off on that
Again,
one.
I'm wrong.
It has to
You
be
did
turned
the exact
off.
same steps, and somehow this one started. The only difference with this one is you did not interrupt the countdown. Sorry, I'm wrong.
The countdown had nothing to do with it.
Obviously, it says streaming in.
There's
Well,
always a
it's-
countdown.
No,
always.
No, there isn't.
Yes, there was.
Okay.
It said a new one because I
Move
removed
on.
TikTok.
Move on. I already said I'm wrong.
Oh
Move
no, it
on.
looks like this live's going to be about our problems. How about that?
That's
How about that?
Heidi, that's the point. You make everything our problem. Again, it's a
No,
software thing.
everything.
Leave me the F alone. I have nothing to do with it. Leave me alone.
Oh, you want to be left alone on everything. You can't
No.
hack nothing.
Oh,
So you run. So don't even go
my
there.
God. You wish. Yeah, okay. Whatever.
Yeah, and
Heidi, stop. Stop. Anybody with 2 eyes can tell.
that you're the good guy like you've
No,
always
good guy has nothing to do with it. When in a fight, whoever avoids the fight
You're
is
you're passive aggressive and you don't deal with anything,
right. Keyword passive aggressive, but not
which is
aggressive,
bad when you don't
aggressive.
communicate in a marriage
No,
at all.
Heidi,
You won't
I'm
talk,
not
you don't
aggressive,
plan, You don't
aggressive.
set nothing
The
up.
fact
You
that
don't
again
address,
I'm
you
backing
don't
off.
do nothing.
I'm
no,
backing off, and you don't stop. Again, leave me alone.
no, you only screamed for a half hour before, so
Yeah.
you want to come on air. I'm just explaining what's going on.
Oh, right. Just leave me alone. Just
Just leave me alone. Well, it won't do it. Tony said, "Let the countdown again." No, there are several platforms that we have, and if you're running the TikTok lives through there and you don't do it directly, and you're using a streaming software, you have to get an application approval. We're not approved, so there's a red triangle and arrow, just the warning that it's not set up.
triangle
So you have to.
disappeared and the countdown started.
That's because I toggled it off and hit apply. It was
Right,
ready to go.
right.
It set another timer. We
Okay,
didn't have to
okay,
wait for
stop,
the
stop.
timer, George.
Your words. It was ready to go. It was going.
But it had nothing to do with waiting for the timer
Heidi,
to
you
clock
don't understand.
down.
You did the exact same steps.
No, I
When-
didn't. It didn't work.
Heidi, no.
It didn't. We didn't hit apply at the bottom, George, or I
When-
didn't. Let me correct that.
You don't,
not you.
You don't understand. It's You, oh my God, just leave me alone.
No, because you're always right. That's
I
the
never said
problem.
I was right. Even my, no, I never said
It
I'm
was not
always right.
correctly applied. And here's the thing that you do real heavenly is you don't do anything and you wait for me to skid all over the goddamn ice. You're one of those people that will judge afterwards but will not assist. The one holding the cameras at the damn riots right now.
Because you're too
Look at
busy
these
micromanaging, and I don't want to do anything
Wouldn't have to
anymore.
micromanage if you wasn't a 12-year-old boy.
No, Heidi.
That's what you want to be.
Oh my God, no. Anybody,
nope.
anybody on Earth, anybody on Earth who's worked with me, no.
Why don't you solve any of the problems that we ever had? Because you
Heidi, anybody who's been with me and worked with me will tell you I'm actually very assertive. I'm actually proactive.
No, you're not. You have been assertive since the day one we met.
No, Heidi.
You let your employees, your ex-wife, everybody else ran all over you. And we just know that you were doing that from day one.
Oh my God. You are... Just leave me alone. I already said it. Leave me alone. I don't know why you keep going. Seriously.
Because I'm tired of it. And I told you to straighten out before the live stream, and you insisted on putting the last word out in front of everybody. And I said, if you keep going, that's where it's going to go. We can just lay everything out on the table. That's where it is. So, and we know exactly how this is going to turn out. Know exactly how it is. So play the same thing for the last year, twiddle this, twiddle that, and same crap. Oh, here we go. This is what you did best from day 48 hours. So that's where it is. Well, guys, I don't even know if we're going to get to this live today because I have been planning this for the last 2 days along with a bunch of work where George wasn't involved in nothing and did nothing. And so I'm frustrated. I've been up all night with one of the cats, and then I'm getting a hard time. Yeah, see, I don't even know about letting her in right now. She could probably hear it. And so now's not the time. We haven't even set the stage. So Carrie, I can't let you in right now. So the guest is here, but we haven't even set the stage.
Move on.
No, you shouldn't have sat there and did all this in the beginning. I'm trying to figure out how to reset the stage.
The fact that, again, I'm keeping quiet and you're still at it. Move on.
You being this now doesn't negate the words you called me before the live stream and the mental abuse and other that you have done to me for many years. And this is what I've been trying to say. You want me
because again, my
that you can't stop this train and break things to just stop because
shut up.
You want to.
Oh my God, just leave me alone.
Mm-hmm.
You even said it. I'm passive aggressive.
Beyond passive aggressive.
No, that's fact.
So no, we won't be covering this.
Passive.
We'll cover some of it, but I don't know.
Passive. I'm not aggressive again.
All right. Passive. So here's the deal. Guest, it's officially a problem. So you putting stuff in cap locks to come on right now and move forward, it's not going to happen. Heidi. So forget about it.
No.
She's putting it on caps. No, I'm not letting her on now.
On.
Are you even kidding me right now?
Move
the guest wants to type in cap. No. No. Nope. I'll move on with what's in here and just talk about the subject and leave her stuff off there. And that'll give me the chance to say what the hell I want about the whole deal. How about that? Okay. So, no. Sorry. No, I don't even know how to progress with this because there are several issues. Several. And this has been going on. So you sitting here, all Mr. Silent, that you haven't done anything wrong by the moment is upsetting me.
I never said I never did anything wrong.
Uh-huh.
But then again, wrong is an actual subjective word. But anyway.
You sitting there insisting to wait for the timer and do all that and argue with me in the beginning and
wasn't
cuss me out before about
arguing.
relationship
The
and
fact
stuff was not
Heidi,
okay.
the
Right
fact
before
that
a
you-
live. That's
Heidi,
it's a live. We
the-
were going to go live
right, it's
anyways.
live. The fact that you're arguing
I'm not
about
arguing.
the timer.
No, that's not me.
Again, like I am the one who started the timer and shut it off.
I didn't start the timer.
You're right, and that's all I was saying. If you probably should have left it alone, because it apparently that's what it was. I saw the timer.
It can't be
I
apparently
didn't
what was
have a
wrong.
chance.
How do you know it was the timer? You want to go back to the timer? Why don't you
Heidi-
address our marriage, the problems, and all your other crap that's going on?
Heidi,
You want to go on about that timer to
leave me
deflect and go
alone.
silent to
Leave
deflect,
me
and I'm
alone.
Mhm.
Again, deflecting. Yeah, because one, nobody cares. Two,
oh, I bet they do.
no, most of the time it's petty stuff. Like earlier, it was the screen. Now it's the timer,
Screen.
and then now it's everything. Again,
No,
Heidi, just leave me alone. Move on.
it's better than being passive aggressive and not talking to your wife for 8
Actually,
days over
it's
something
not
simple,
Better because
or not doing things,
Heidi,
or fixing things, and just sitting around for days at a time.
You accuse me of I'm stuck.
A
No,
person
I'm
that
not
won't
stuck.
communicate
I'm not
and then
stuck.
cusses
You're the
somebody
one who's
out.
stuck, who keeps going arguing over and over. When I actually
And you didn't do that earlier before the live?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm explaining to you why I say the things I
Everything
said.
you're talking about, you did before the camera came on.
Yeah, and I said
Thank you.
everything in an actual logical explanation.
No, everything you're asking me to do
Oh my
is what you
gosh.
broke earlier.
Just
So,
leave me alone. Oh my God. You don't
oh, I
stop.
will. And you can go run and go stay at your family's house after this. How about that?
Okay, go ahead. Fine.
Fine. That's what you do anyway. So,
That's fine. Oh my God.
hope everyone is well. Hey, Grammy, what's going on? Chosen one, your Filipina is always leaving you. My Filipina left me again. Now I hate everybody. I need to get it off my chest like Sunshine. Yeah, what's up with Sunshine? I have to do a geo, and even though I just got here, are you going to run back to the US? Let me not panic. There is plenty of fish in the sea. Right? I wish I could. I wish I could find just one damn substance. So, chosen one. She'll be back when her bills are due. Oh, they're going on. Hey, Ted, what's going on? Tony Manning is in the house. Yeah, I wish it was that easy. Because if anything is said to him, he does less and less of stuff. So, like turning on the light thing and setting anything up for the live, you just if I mention anything to him, he stops doing stuff. So, or anything, which I've never seen anybody do that. Instead of trying to improve or to do everything, I'm not going to let you on, ma'am. I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm done with this whole thing, and I'm not not.
Let her on.
No, we haven't even set the whole thing up. So you want me to reverse it after what she said and said she's not coming on, and then do it because you're saying that?
No, it has nothing to do with me. You're the one who invited her over. Have the courtesy to let her in. That's like somebody walking into your front door, drove all the way over here.
Then you should have thought about that before you called me all the names
That's
that you
the
did and the fool
point.
that you acted
That's
on
the
doing
point.
this live stream.
She
And-
has nothing to do with me.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll let her in if you can go through and say what the live stream's about, who she is, and all of that. Why don't you?
That's not the point.
What's her name? If you could.
The point is.
No,
you're
it's
the
a point.
one who-
It's a real goddamn point.
Yeah.
Who do you want me to let in this door right now?
You're the one who invited her over.
Okay.
Not me.
And you knew it, and you knew this was all set up about something. You know these live streams are supposed to go in a row. There was a whole setup to do the intro and have her come on. Now that time's gone. You want me to let her sit up there while we explain everything and the whole thing now? After a fight? Are you kidding me? No. Sorry, my husband's fighting with me, cussed me out, and treated me like crap this
Exactly.
morning, and
Okay.
did a bunch of stuff. And
I wouldn't go that far,
unfortunately,
but okay. But
Okay.
either way,
no, it's exactly how it went this morning.
the point is, she
And
has-
just like I said, when you
she
guys see
has
us go off on
nothing to
air,
do
correct, and
with
it's
our
not
argument.
set up. Well, that's your fault too,
Why is it my fault?
because I told you to calm down 30 minutes ago. I told you to calm down so we can do this right.
30 minutes ago, the argument wasn't that long, but okay.
Okay, actually it is. It's 9:22.
Actually, it's
Yeah, it's 9:22.
Yeah, after the live, we weren't arguing during the live. You're the one there prattling, not me.
But you did before. So should I say the last hour's worth?
It's
Which would
actually
you want to
not
get?
an
There you are again,
hour.
wanting to
I
get down
went
to
the
tidbits that
kitchen
aren't
15
even
minutes
lies.
before
You
the
want to
live.
sit there and argue about
The fact-
individual
Heidi,
details.
Heidi,
And the
I
whole
went to the
fact
kitchen.
is I'm surprised that you're
Heidi,
actually
I
still
went
here.
to the kitchen 15 minutes before the live. The fact that we didn't argue while I was at the kitchen.
Actually, there was.
No, actually,
You were still standing at the door
Point-
having a fit.
Yeah.
In
When
the
I wa-
kitchen
Oh,
over
yeah,
there,
see
and you
right
didn't
here?
want to even come to the live. You were
See right
standing
here?
there ready to go.
The door is right here, right next to it. Duh. Yeah, because I'm on my way back to the seat. I wasn't even sitting down. There's no chairs on that side of the room, guys, just so you know. I haven't sat yet after the kitchen until this live.
No one hasn't for about a year. Now that he's got a car and his family home to run off, that's exactly where he'll go. And then boom, that's exactly how this will end today. So, and then me to hold the bag like every time. And that's only 20% of it. So I wonder how much did Chubbs DC have to pay to break up? Oh boy. More or less than Geo. It's hard saying what's going on.
You guys don't have to pay anything when you break up with your Filipina.
It's a guilt thing, is what it is.
Well, you do if you told them to quit their jobs. You do.
Hey, Tim.
I mean, you don't have to, but it's only
Did I
courtesy.
get to Sarah yet? I'm Bexley.
In Bexley.
Never get married. Who's going to win? No, I'm not. I'm the one that loses every time. May not seem like it, but that's just the way it is. It's the way it is. Everybody assumes because of my size and being American and everything else, I'm the one, but nope. Not easy when you're in another country, and it surely wouldn't be going this way if we were in America.
I read that. I don't know why you went back to it.
It's 9:13. I've only moved down.
No, you read it twice.
Oh, okay. Maybe I did. But that seems to be your individual moment there. You sure that didn't get repeated?
No, it didn't. I've been watching.
Okay, maybe I did from the beginning. When did I mention that? How many minutes ago?
Just literally right before you said it again.
So I repeated it within a 1 minute, 2 minute period?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Luca, what is going on? Yeah, I wish. I just get tired of this happening several times a month. I told you guys. I've actually mentioned that. Sorry, Tony. I'm about ready to end the live stream is where I'm at. So that way the day, unfortunately, the planning that I make, yes, the guest, but it should have been set up, all the editing and time and all the stuff that I had to do yesterday. Unfortunately, I just can't see it because who's going to edit this? So not only was it late, but and I said at 9:30 anyways. I specifically told her 9:30. I get it, but I said that we would be talking for a half hour. So she's been in there from the get-go trying to get in. I get it. There's been no introduction, no setup, no nothing. So unfortunately, sorry, the answer is no. I will talk about the homeless people today when I get through this. and try to calm down. Actually, I'm done. We can just take another break. So, unfortunately, I'm done. So, unless you want to put everything out on the table right now.
Hey,
So,
just move on. It's no big deal.
No, I mean, it is. Actually, it is.
Yes. Okay.
Your
Even-
non-communication
Even
and
if it
stop
is,
doing 90%
even
of stuff
if it
is getting to be a
it has
problem.
nothing to do with the guest. It has nothing to do with the chat.
Then you get a hold of her and do a full interview and post it as a video, and then you edit it. How about that? How about you do that?
I'm not
Because the first
one
30
who
minutes of
invited
oh,
her. That's
okay, I
different.
did, but I didn't. It wasn't me that started screaming on air when I clearly warned you, like I
wasn't
warned you last
screaming
year
on
about
air.
what was coming, and I said, "Do not do this. She needs to come on. We need to explain the video, get to the point, and then have her come on." You were saying crap when the live
You never
started.
said that, but okay.
Yes, I did. I said that we need to do the live.
You never said that. You said that.
Maybe not in those exact words.
Not even close.
Okay.
Not even close. And you said that within seconds.
Oh no, I did. I
Okay.
said you need to
Within
sit
2
down.
minutes. Yeah, within 2 minutes tops. 2 minutes tops. I'm really good at my timing, really.
Okay, so even if it was 2 minutes before, you were sitting there and it was a full
I
blown
wasn't sitting,
argument.
yeah, and guess what?
Over nothing.
Right. And you're the one who dragged it on the live.
You were the one talking when the live started. You were the one. And if you wanted this piece before, then you should have stopped. But you want to apply these tactics in front of everybody now.
I'm not doing any tactics because I'm the one.
Oh yeah, you're.
Heidi, I'm the
one that's sitting here, Mr. Innocent, not doing
Mr. Innocent.
anything.
Heidi, I said, even chat will agree with me.
Oh, you want the chat?
I never said I'm always right.
Okay.
In fact, I almost say that on almost every live. I don't know everything. I don't know.
Well, evidently you say you're right about that timer was the reason it wouldn't let us in the live.
I didn't say that.
You don't even know anything about the software. I'm the one that's been going through it.
I didn't say that either. Even the chat will say, I saw the countdown and you did the exact same steps before you actually did.
No, I didn't. No, we didn't hit apply. So no, that's a lie.
Okay.
And I've been telling you that.
Stop. I'm repeating myself saying that's what I said. None of them were attacks. They were an explanation.
I didn't say they were an attack.
Heidi, you don't understand.
You were on a different attack.
Interrupting an explanation. You don't get it. I'm telling you what I said. You're
deflecting. So you're telling this whole thing. I'm not deflecting.
I'm telling you how it was. And I said, move on. And then I sat here in silence, letting you talk.
Here, I'll tell you what. I'm going to sit here in silence. How about that? And you do this. Go on. Let her on. You talk. You know everything.
Oh,
Get your own notes and do
I never said I know anything.
So go on. Go ahead. I'm not going to do another thing.
It's a good practice, though. And not to mention, this actually screws me up because the only reason
I told you to adjust that. You for the last hour. You had an hour and 20 something minutes.
You were gonna have me take it over.
You should have.
I even told you the mic can't go.
You always do the mouse.
In case you guys are wondering why I'm over here, see the mouse? The mic. That's as far as it goes because we have a new setup. See, look, I can't move it any closer. My point is that's why you guys are wondering why is he sitting over there? Not because of the argument, because this is where the mic is. So anyway,
I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to tell you. So that's it. As a matter of fact, I'll get up and walk away. So good luck.
I don't think she's there anymore.
This came up a minute ago, but I can't believe you're trying to bring her on when you don't know anything. So.
Oh, she is over there. Oh, wait. No, I don't think she is. Carrie, are you there?
I don't know why.
I don't think
You
she
don't
is.
know anything about nothing, so I don't know where you'd be going with that.
Either way, I don't. Oh yeah, she's here. She's here. That's weird.
Well, there's a link that you have to.
No,
It
that's
came
not
up.
it. Obviously, okay. For those of you who are wondering, again, this is a new software. Back then, there's a green room in StreamYard. In this software, there's no green room, and in this software, they can't communicate with us other than chat. Like in the other on StreamYard, they can. They can go on the green room. We can see them. Breathe in, breathe out. I like that, Carrie.
That's not her. That's the rest of somebody else, George.
Huh?
That's Lucca. You still got the comments up. You should have spent time trying to learn this. I've been telling you to learn the
That's-
software. Another frustration.
That's
And
not.
being you want to throw
that's-
shit out here today, I'm gonna throw that out there. You should have
Heidi,
took the time to learn
Nobody's
this.
throwing stuff out other than you. Stop. Just stop. And that's not Lucca.
That was Lucca's damn comment.
Right. She's right there. That's not Lucca.
Well, good luck. So what are you doing today?
Oh my gosh. Hey Carrie, how you doing today?
Hello, I'm fine. I can open my com or can I open or what?
Yeah, it's at 22. Probably have to bring it up. Yeah.
Actually, I'm done. I told you if you did, that's what I would do. And then when you're done with this and you run away today, you can just hide for a while. But go ahead. I have nothing to say. I mean, there's no reason to sit there. I told you no. This should have been properly done. So now you have no. What I mean. So now, if you'd like me to beat your ass for just sitting around with a woman and having a conversation in there over what? You don't even know what's going on. That's how much you don't know.
Yeah,
so
see-
now you're gonna sit up with a woman and sit here and talk with her on top
She
of
has
everything
nothing
else.
to do with this.
You don't even know what the hell is going on. You should have just left earlier.
All right.
That's where that is.
No, see, Sarah's the one who said just now. She says, you're making it worse. No one understands this. George never argued with a female because they're always right. No, I wasn't actually arguing.
No, you were before.
John says, so thankful for tempo for Filipinos. Well, or Filipinos, again, most of the time it's a passive aggressive trait. We don't like direct conflict, and we usually we're like turtles. We hide in our shells. Just
Not really. You were starting shit earlier today, and then you
Oh
want
my
to come
gosh.
on and put a different show and face on for people. They
It's
don't know
not
nothing.
a show,
Yes, it
Heidi. I'm usually like this. In fact, one of my arguments earlier is just anyway. Tampons doesn't bother me. Only time she's quiet now. Okay, so now a lot of you welcome Carrie to the live. Just so you guys know Carrie, although you probably don't remember her. She's the one that usually helps the expats that are out there on the streets, like the one selling empanadas. Remember that one?
No, that's not what's going on. That's one of her stories.
I
Go
know
ahead.
that this is an introduction on who she is. Point being is you know her. She's been on several YouTube channels, and she's also been on TV. You've been on TV, right, Carrie?
Hello. Yes.
Was it GMA?
No.
It's TV5.
Okay, there you go. It's not an act. I don't know why you're doing this.
I'm going to cut you off right in the middle of the live, and then I'm not talking to you. Because you're already going to do it. So I'm just sitting here waiting for you to leave so you can start shit.
Steven says, homeless expats, I'm ready for what you guys are going to talk about. I arrive in 2 weeks in Cebu City.
Fucking stress me out. Fucking sitting around fucking bullshit. And then you gotta turn that shit on me because the cat litter got changed. I've seen that shit fucking coming.
Heidi, nobody's turning stuff on you. In fact, I kept quiet about that up until, hey, you know what? Maybe that's the reason why. That's about the cats, just so you guys know. For those of you who actually heard what she said, it's about the cats. Well, yeah, exactly, T-Bone. The show must go on. It has nothing to do with the show or Carrie or anything like that. The show must go on, correct.
I will see about that in a minute as soon as I do this. I don't know if I'm gonna do it through Studio or through the app. I'm gonna shut it off. Do you realize how many times this shit's been done? And then I keep recovering.
Okay, now
keep running, and then I keep fucking recovering.
Now, just real quick, Jose Del Negro says this is real. George will tell you Filipinos are just as aggressive, but we cannot understand what they're saying. Now, when he says that, again, keyword, the default, most Filipinos, when they go into an argument or confrontation, they will go in turtle mode. Now, the ones that go all out, they're like this. It's like instant fire. They're not going to hold back. They're just going to flip on you. So what I'm saying is it's again, either they just sit there and just stay quiet or they just go out on you right away. So
and you do both, which makes you a bipolar Filipino. You do both.
Actually, I don't.
You weren't going through all that before?
No.
Calling me names and cussing and
that's
arguing
after.
That was before,
after.
and now you want to flip the switch and stop talking. I don't expect this on here, but you're also making out like I'm all the problem, and that's where I have a problem.
No, Heidi, I'm not making it out that you're the problem. In fact, I never said any of that.
No, you didn't say that. You do other things.
Right, like try to not
you
argue.
You won't say, yeah, okay.
See, that's the thing. You're putting words in my mouth. You're the one painting the picture. I'm just say, hey.
Oh,
stop.
I wish I could paint the picture. God knows. You want to put that out?
See, the difference.
Paint that picture?
The difference between me and you is, again, I'm the one who's actually backing away.
You're trying to paint a picture. I can just give
I'm not painting a picture. I'm letting you know. Let's move on.
Picture, George. How about that? Maybe everybody doesn't have the facts. And if they had every single fact that I don't give a rat's ass about no more, then they would know.
See,
I don't need this goddamn money.
You're painting
You
a picture.
evidently don't.
Now you're painting the picture.
Yeah.
In fact, that's not how it is, but okay.
Yeah, I'll paint that picture. Tell them there is a picture that's already almost complete. Exactly.
Stop. The
background. It just happens to go edge off on the goddamn cats.
Okay, what it is she's trying to have me shut off the live.
Oh, I'm going to do it myself.
See, that's what
because you're going to sit here and answer comments with a guest in the room that doesn't know nothing because you want to start with me before live.
Nobody's starting with you.
You did earlier.
No, you started because I was I'm nicely talking about the screen on the laptop. And I even said, I said something 3 times. It's not even an argument. It was the screen should be on.
To do something, and I said, okay.
Yeah, and I said, just make sure that the laptop screen is on.
You didn't have to repeat it so many times, and I said it wasn't
so many times. And again, I explained to you, I said it twice, and then the third time because you think I was repeating several times. I didn't.
There was no reason for that. But that wasn't.
Heidi, it was an attack. It was not. It was just saying, just make sure the screen is always on, just in case the screen goes blank, which it did. It literally did. We got 2 monitors, but anyway. All right, so I apologize for what's going on, guys. Heidi's gonna shut off the live, and again, I apologize, and I apologize to you, Carrie. All right, thank you so much, guys. Appreciate your patience, and thank you for your kind support. Bye.